What's up, Division 2 agents? It's D Werewolf Gaming here, back with another Division 2 video. Alright guys, I want to first start off by saying I hope everybody has been doing well, and anybody that's new to the channel, I want to give a big thank you for taking the time to subscribe and taking the time to watch my video today. Alright guys, I want to first start off by saying I know it's been a while since I posted a Division 2 video. Primarily, guys, is because I don't really have a whole lot to do in this game. I don't really play this game in groups or anything. I mostly play solo, so with that being said, that's one of the reasons, guys, why I haven't been making any more build videos in a while. But today I'm gonna bring you a build that's designed to, you know, keep you alive and do decent damage, especially for those who don't have the momentum backpack, which is one of the best backpacks for playing this game solo. This build revolves around getting kills and getting armor back. I feel it's overall balanced build, and it's pretty fun to play. It has a high critical hit chance of 60% and critical hit damage of 160%. So overall, I think it's a pretty good build. Does decent damage, and you know, it has a good bit of survivability as well. All right. So with that being said, I do want to mention one thing. This game, you know, it's been out since 2019. They're making changes. They're supposed to start taking place in February. So I'm really looking forward to that. The only thing I do want to mention, guys, is that games that are revolve around loot, you know, I feel like it doesn't have enough exotics in my opinion. What do you guys think about that? Because this game benefit from more exotics. And I brought this up one time before, but I'm going to say it again, guys. I feel like all the exotics should be able to drop anywhere in the world in this game. And depending on where you're at, I would, you know, in my opinion, I would just lower the drop chances. For example, raid weapons should have a higher percentage to drop in the raids, because naturally that's what it was made for. But, you know, wouldn't it be amazing if those people who play this game solo don't have a lot of time on the game, you know, one day just jump on, be playing, and then bam, you know, you put in so much time, you just playing, and out the blue, you know, you get an exotic drop. And dang, it's the Eagle Bearer. You know, imagine how that would make that player feel. It would show that their time is being valued, and they, you know, they really enjoy coming back playing this game over and over, because, you know, even if it's a 1% chance, they know that they got a chance no matter when they jump on this game to get any exotic in the game. The problem in this game, in my opinion, is the exotic weapons. They're not enough. Anytime there's a loot-driven game, I believe that it should be enough exotics. For example, those of you who play games like this, I imagine a lot of you probably play Borderlands 3 and other games that it's all about collecting guns. With that being said, the primary reason you play those type of shooter games is to collect guns. Now, don't get me wrong, this game is kind of semi, I guess you want to say, like a real life. Some people do enjoy the realistic of this game, but some of the weapons and stuff that we don't really have in real life are examples of things they put in the game that really changes the games up and make it fun and entertainment. For example, when they introduced St. Elmo's engine to this game, a lot of the players, you know, you got this gun, it was amazing. It's most people's favorite gun to go to and use right now, just because of the simple fact that it does something different. When you keep shooting the enemies, you get at a certain point, you get a stack of shock ammo. There's not too many guns like that in real life that does things like that, so that's what makes this game fun and stands out. Not only that, but the shooting mechanics in this game as well is what keeps players coming back over and over. Solo players or play people in groups as well. Many people are a little upset because they delayed the DLC, and players like myself who play this game that enjoy just to be able to jump in, play a little bit, and get off, you know, when you got a whole another year potentially of waiting without really a whole lot to do. And that was primary part of the reason why I haven't been loading too many videos up, because I mean, most of these builds, guys, I want to say are recycled. There isn't a whole lot of diversity in the builds. Now, don't get me wrong, when they do drop the new update with some of the gear changes that's coming out next month, it will be more build diversity, which at the end of the day, yeah, you can have all these different builds, but still no real content to go do anything for, if you don't play raids or the encouragement. Because most players, a lot of players do, like myself, play this game solo, don't even really do the dark zone too much because of the advantages that the dark zone perks has right now. I mean, you go in there with a guy's SHD watch level 10,000, his health alone, you don't have no chance in surviving. So why would you even want to put yourself in that situation? With that being said, guys, today I bring you a build that I think you would like, and it is has lots of survivability, and it's for those who don't have, like, you know, particular exotic pieces that they're still farming for. This is definitely a build designed for newer players. and some things can be substituted if you don't have it, but overall it's great damage. It does great damage and it works on heroic content. Alright guys, those are some of my thoughts that I think will help make this game better, at least until the DLC comes out. Alright, so let's go with this build breakdown today. Alright, so as many of you know, the St. Elsmo's engine is just an amazing assault rifle, one of my favorite guns in the game. But the description reads, sometimes the most beautiful and dangerous phenomenon is natural. Has total damage of 98.1k, 850 RPM with 70 in the mag. I got an expertise of 12%. Core attributes are 15% assault rifle damage, 21% health damage, and 10% damage to target out of cover. Alright, if you're new to this game, you can change out that third attribute. That's why I put damage to target out of cover. The talent is what makes this gun stand out. It's called Actum S. Shooting an enemy with the weapon will give 1 stack. At 100 stacks, the next magazine will be filled with shock ammo. This is what I was talking about earlier. That shock ammo is just amazing. Alright, the mods that I got on it is what comes on it is 20% critical hit damage, plus 30 rounds, 20% weapon handling, and 20% critical hit chance. Alright, your secondary weapon, guys, use whatever weapon you prefer. I like shotguns, and I was using the lefty. This gun is pretty easy to get. Just form anywhere where it has a higher chance of shotgun to drop. But I got it maxed out with 15% shotgun damage, 12% damage to armor, and 10% damage to target out of cover. The talent on this shotgun is called Perfect Sledgehammer. Dealing damage with a grenade applies a mark on the target. Targets with a mark will take 40% more damage to armor and have a negative 30% movement speed. The mark will disappear after 10 seconds. The mods I got on this gun right now are 20% reload speed, 5% weapon handling, and 5% critical hit chance. This gun is great for taking on bosses, guys. You throw that grenade, mark them, and you do 40% bonus damage. Your sidearm, just use whatever sidearm you prefer. I hardly ever use it in this game unless I'm running like a shield build or something. But I did have the TD card equipped. The mask is Coyote's mask. This is an exotic piece, but you don't really have to use this. Just use whatever mask you can find that works for you. But I got it fully maxed out with 6% critical hit chance, 12% critical hit damage, and another 12% critical hit damage. The talent is called Perfect Instincts. You and all allies gain a bonus based on the distance of the last enemy you hit. From 0 to 15 meters, you get 25% critical hit damage. From 15 to 25 meters, you get plus 10% critical hit damage and 10% critical hit chance. From 25 meters and further on out, well, plus you get 25% critical hit chance. This overall amazing mask for doing damage. Alright, so I did have the chest piece on, guys, just for the 10% critical hit chance. I got 15% weapon damage, 6% critical hit chance. I got repair skill. Now, I would take that off if I could, but I couldn't take that off. And I do got 12% critical hit damage. The talent on this chest piece is what makes it stand out for me. It has obliterate. Basically, critical hits increase total weapon damage by 1% and this stacks up to 25 times. Alright, the Phoenix holster is what I was wearing with 10% assault rifle damage and 20% reload speed because I got 2 pieces on. As you can see, it's fully maxed out with 6% critical hit chance and 12% critical hit damage. Alright, and I do have 2 pieces, another piece of the Fairness on assault rifle piece. That's how I was able to get the bonus reload speed as well. But I got that maxed out as well. As you see, guys, everything is I'm going for crits on this build. I am wearing the Bellstone armor set as well, 2 pieces, so I can get 1% armor regen and 10% armor back on the kill. I had 6% critical hit chance and another critical hit damage mod on it. Alright, and the backpack, guys, I was using the Liquid Engineer, but you could use whichever backpack works best for you. And primarily, you got the armor regen, armor on the kill, and I got it 170k armor on it with 2 critical hit damage mods of 12% and 3.1% critical hit chance. The talent on it is what makes this backpack stand out. It's called Perfect Blood Sucker. Killing an enemy adds and refreshes a stack of 12% bonus armor for 10 seconds and a max stack of 10. If you don't have this backpack, guys, really the talent is what you need. So just add that Bloodsucker talent and you will be able to do it. Or you can even use the Perfect Adrenaline or the Adrenaline talent that you get. All right, so let's go. I did have the Crusader Shield equipped, and it's right there at tier 3. Just block some of those shots. And I was using the decoy that way to, draw some attention away from me. Throw that out. That way, while they focusing on that, I'm delivering lots of damage to them. All right, so let's go with my weapon stats, guys. I had a 6% critical hit chance, which is the highest you can get. I had 160% critical hit damage. Now, depending on your pieces, you can get more than that. But as of right now, on this piece, I had 106%. All right, let's take a look at my armor. Now on the armor, I had 1,100,016 armor with 220,003 armor back on the kill. A little bit of armor regen at 11,000. Max health was pretty low. Did have a little bit of health regen. All right, guys, and one other thing I do want to point out is that if you want a little bit more armor, you can equip the Picar's holster. This was another option I was running at one point, and it gives you a little bit more armor at 1.3 million. And the Picar's holster also gives you a weapon, and it gives you an armor core. So that overall just amazing. And with that, it does boost my skill haste to get my skills back faster. And I did have 12% critical hit damage and 15% weapon damage on using this holster. So ultimately, it's up to your play style. More armor, gives you more survivability. So with this Picar's holster, I will have 1.3 million armor. So it's just up to you and whatever you are more comfortable playing with. All right, so let's go over this class specialization. I was using the gunner class, guys. And what the gunner class does, for those who don't know, is every third reload is 50% faster. Armor kits repair 100% armor and grants 30% bonus armor for 10 seconds. Killing an enemy, and also when you kill an enemy, you gain 10% bonus armor or armor back on the kill. And guys, just remember to equip whatever weapon element so you can get your bonus increased weapon damage by 15%. I had the assault rifle, so as you can see, I have 15% assault rifle and shotgun, 15% bonus shotgun damage. All right, guys, these builds are always blueprint. Play the game the way you want. Use whichever works best for you. I'm just bringing you another idea of something to use whenever you don't have like the go-to of what you like to call the meta builds. All right, thank you for taking the time to watch my video, and thank you for everybody who continues to support my channel. All right, D Werewolf out.